For thousands of years, the Exodus has been shown on the same map, a single red line through the desert. But what if that line is wrong? What if Moses never went where we've been told? And what if one overlooked detail changes the entire journey? The Exodus isn't just a Bible story. It's one of the most influential migration narratives in human history, shaping religion, law, and culture for millennia. Yet, despite its importance, the exact path of the Exodus remains one of history's biggest mysteries. Most modern maps show the Israelites leaving Egypt, crossing the Red Sea, and heading south toward Mount Sinai in the Sinai Peninsula. This route appears in textbooks, documentaries, and even in the footnotes of modern Bibles. It feels settled, almost unquestionable. But when you slow down and read the text carefully, cracks begin to appear. The first issue is distance. According to the biblical timeline, some stages of the journey move faster than the terrain allows, while others slow down in places that don't make sense geographically. Then there's the problem of survival. The text describes a massive population, men, women, children, and livestock, traveling through harsh desert conditions. Such a group would require constant access to water, grazing land, and rest points. Yet, along the traditional route, reliable water sources are surprisingly rare. But the most revealing clue comes directly from the original language of the biblical text itself. In Hebrew, the body of water the Israelites cross is not called the Red Sea. The text uses the phrase Yam Suf. For centuries, this phrase has been translated as Red Sea, but that translation is not exact. Yam means sea. Suf means reeds or aquatic plants. Together, the phrase means sea of reeds. That description suggests something very different from a deep, open body of water. It points instead to shallow wetlands, marshes, or narrow waterways filled with vegetation. And here's where the map begins to change. In ancient times, regions closer to Egypt contained several reed-filled lakes and marshlands that fit this description far more closely than the traditional Red Sea crossing. When researchers overlay these ancient waterways onto the Exodus narrative, the movement suddenly feels more natural. Distances align, water becomes available, the sequence of camps begins to make sense. But the mystery doesn't end there. The destination matters as much as the journey. According to the Bible, Mount Sinai was a place of fire, smoke, thunder, and trembling ground. The mountain burned, the sky darkened, and the people were warned to not approach. Yet, the traditional Mount Sinai shows little evidence of volcanic or seismic activity. This has led some researchers to look elsewhere. Outside the traditional route, other mountains show signs of geological instability and match the dramatic descriptions more closely. So, if the clues are there, why has this alternative route remained on the margins? Part of the answer lies in history. Early European mapmakers often copied one another's work. Once a route appeared on a respected map, it was repeated again and again. Over time, repetition became authority. Political borders also played a role. Some potential locations lie in regions that are difficult to access or study today. As a result, certain questions were simply avoided. None of this proves the Exodus happened exactly this way, and it doesn't invalidate faith or tradition, but it does suggest something important. What if the mystery of the Exodus isn't whether it happened at all, but whether we've been looking in the wrong place this entire time. And if that's true, what other ancient stories might still be waiting to be re-examined? So, what do you think?